One channel with your host, Caren, and today we are this video is the 25th of August, so we're getting close to uh, fall, getting close to autumn, getting close to ending our summer, and a coffee. It's coffee here, and I hope you all are well. Um, where have I been? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get videos doing this, and this, and then I dropped off the planet. I've got 20 subscribers, so if any of you guys have been looking forward to these videos, my apologies for setting an expectation that I did not realize that I would not meet. Had I known at the time, I wouldn't have said it. And I thank you for your patience, and I thank you for continuously subscribing or watching these videos to your leisure as you like and enjoy. And I would like to provide content that you would enjoy to watch, that I would enjoy to provide and to create. I saw the mess that's on the to-do list today. I have been getting into to-do lists digitally and redoing it and training myself into to-do lists because I want them to work. Um, so where have I been? I got tested for autism. I scored on the autism chart. I scored, I think, 126. I can't quite recall. This could be correct. I may have to take a note to ask my counselor. And today is a Thursday, and I'm getting back into the YouTube thing. I want to be a YouTube creator. I want to be mostly just creative. I love being a priestess. I love being a high priestess. And that in itself is wonderful and joyful, and that I enjoy. That's where my passion lies. That's where my enjoyment lies, where that little core being within that resides in everything that I do lies. Um, just taking notes because I'm winging this today. Um, yeah. So when I put down it, okay. So we are going to take a moment. I really appreciate you guys watching the videos that watch the videos. I'm going to take a moment to be grateful. Enjoy, and now I'm going to take a moment to breathe. You can breathe with me. Deep breath in. Let it all out. Let the tension out. Breathe. My whole body. I'm just all right. From that mindset, the creepy lights. If you may notice, I'd like to draw your attention to it. I'm doing the creepy light and the creepy setting, getting into the fall and letting it be creepy. I'm going to change this up. But right now, for today's video, I'm letting it be creepy. Yeah, so 20, I have no idea what it means for 125, but my understanding, what I think it means, is that in the spectrum, the fact that it's not just you are pass and not pass, or you're this way or this way, your brain works this way or works that way. It's not that my brain doesn't work, it's that my brain works differently than anyone who's stereotypical, who's set on what is the established norm. It's my belief that we may not be half and half of the population. I'm sneaking suspicion that we are more. We are the majority. I have a sneaking suspicion that we form quite a different part of the population, and that our society should reflect that eventually. Hopefully, because I believe it would be healthier and it would be. Um, I got notifications. I will address those notifications. It's not an emergency, I don't think. So I will address those notifications later. So it's, I believe it's because I can function. I can communicate my thoughts and some of my feelings. It's just some of the things that people that have been established in our current organismal society as normal. They their, their ways are strange to me. It's a culture that I'm trying to learn. I'm also trying to teach my culture. I'm trying to grow my culture to teach. I believe that if you do well for providing an environment where a person with autism, attention deficit disorder, schizophrenia, and all sorts of um, differently structured brains can flourish, thrive, and enjoy their environment, I believe the neurotypicals could also flourish in these said environments. Right now, currently, our environments are very difficult for some environments that I've been in, that I've experienced, are difficult for us to flourish in. And I would like to create a norm or an environment for all of us to flourish in. As much diversity and inclusion as possible. That is my dream. And as I realize the meaning of that dream, and as I realize what it encases, and as I dive into it and delve into the depths where it can develop, where it can see the light of day and really become what it can grow into, uh, I'm looking forward to it, honestly. And as join me, I'd like to build this community. I'd like to build this community, particularly of witchcraft, but that allows diversity, allows many religions to join without judgment, without it addressing conflict in a healthy manner, and where it let go of confrontation and allows for learning and allows for a flourishing of different opinions, of different ways of doing things. And that would be a wonderful journey that I want you to join in on. I want you to subscribe for those. I'd like to get monetized where I can get better cameras for this and better editor. I'd like to get an editor. Honestly, I'm not going to edit my videos. I'm going to, if I don't have to. I would like to get monetized to the point that I can afford an editor. I appreciate that. So hitting like, subscribe, commenting, those things that these algorithms notice would be grateful. And that's the content I'd like to provide. Cleaning, cooking, lifestyle, witchcraft lifestyle, where it also includes what it's like within attention deficit disorder and autism and bipolar, just throw it in the max. Uh, I've had a counselor tell me he doesn't think I'm bipolar. Well, the thing is, I don't think I'm any less crazy. I think I'm more balanced. I think I can navigate in a more healthy manner. I think I have better tools to navigate my my way of doing things, my way of being who and what I am. And I want that for more people to be available if that's what they need or want. And more available to us, you know? You don't have to take it. And if that doesn't work for you, if it doesn't have what you need or provide for you, um, then that should be your personal decision. I know a lot of things that work great for so many people, but for me, it's not going to fit. It just doesn't go with my life. And that's okay. And that's a fun thing that we're learning how to navigate. Um, we don't all have to be perfect or assimilated. I want this so that you don't have to assimilate a particular lifestyle, but that the lifestyle can assimilate to you, that it can work for you. I'm going to grow into a person that doesn't live for work but has work living for me. I mean, come on, just get us back to the core values that allow us to thrive, that allow us to function, that allow us to be symbiotic with our environment rather than where we suck the life out of it, leave it, and rent another house. Brain farting on it, but it exists, and I have no doubt you have, and I get for a second. Uh, so yeah, and I'd like to try a mommy series where I teach things that moms should teach their kids that I want my kids to know, so that they can watch YouTube if they ever get back on the internet. So yeah, especially since I miss my two oldest kids, and that's what I originally started this for. I have a way of being a generalist, and I want and not a niche. So I'm putting this into lifestyle, this channel into lifestyle to cover a lot of things, instead of having it niche. That way I can break up the series into its niches that allow you to find the content that you're looking for as a subscriber or a watcher or something like that. And I'll allow that to grow. That's where it belongs. But yeah, so that's how that is. Yeah, about who I am. And like, for me, I had always thought autism was this thing where these people kind of like checked out of the world and in their own little world, and that things bothered them, light bothered them, sound bothered them, and that they would flip out. I understand what my meltdowns are now, and I understand my meltdowns. Unexpected things or things that are done to me that is wrong. Okay, my I inner monologue is saying, no, it's just wrong. They're doing it wrong, and it just shouldn't be that way. But I have this exterior understanding that these things are different, and they are. I accept that I may not understand it. I don't have to understand it, but I do have to accept its occurrence. I don't interfere with it. And there are some things I interfere with. I'm like, no, you're doing this wrong. This is not acceptable. This will not fly. I will make sure that the whole world changes just so that this one thing changes. I will bring you the moon and the stars to make this right, to make that feeling, the feeling of relief and enjoyment out of how life should be. Quite frankly, it's just who and what I am. Power of the goddess. I, yeah, no. Yeah. I've had another cup already. I'm starting my day. But I have this horrible addiction that mean, I would like to say it's because I'm discovering autism and I'm discovering and studying autism and that I'm really I am working on the things in my house and I am working on cleaning. There is no evidence this is cleaning today. Switches will not stop me. But yeah, how to get things organized. Lots of things organized. That is my goal, is to get into an environment that that functions for me, that I am comfortable with, that I can thrive in, and that my family can also thrive in. So yeah, I've been working on that, and I've also been in between my addiction, video games. I avoid video games a lot. I like to set time aside for video games because it takes all of me to play video games. I get sucked in. It's my whole world. I'm in the video game basically. It's not healthy. It's not my passion. It's not my happy place. It's my pacifier. I have this incredibly difficult thing to do, but I'm gonna go get a dopamine fix. I'm gonna go, serotonin, just dive right in there. I don't recommend this. If you can avoid this, please do. I'm sure other people don't have this problem. I've been playing Stardew Valley. I've been playing that sucker. I've got over 100 hours logged on that sucker. And it's just, but learning to make sure that you have enough dopamine and serotonin levels going helps me get some stuff done. It's not the big factor that helps me get. I have accomplished things. I have not accomplished YouTube, but I have accomplished things, and I'm getting back into trying to accomplish the life that I like and the life that I want and the life that grows. Like the writing, the creating. We don't say names while I'm doing videos. Leela is a person. Who this person is, you will never know. Probably still sleeping if I'm not waking them up. Okay. But, yeah. I had a thought. Probably, oh yeah, the writing, the arts and crafts, the whole witchcraft. Okay. Okay. Religious, whole religion. Wise one way is, kind of religion that I'm forming. Uh, doctrine. It's intriguing. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a calling. It's something that I'm driven internally. I want to say that yes, God has tasked me with it. It doesn't make sense when it comes out somebody else's mouth, but internally I'm driven to do it by my intuitive, connection. That is this connection with all life. That is connection with divinity. That is this connection with people. This driving to leadership to show and to help and to navigate and to give people something that they desperately need and want because there's this need for direction and this need of this compass that I follow. And there's so many times that I'm like, maybe it's just crazy talk. Maybe it's just, and I get off this compass, this path, direction that this compass points, and I am not satisfied with my life. And there's this satisfaction with learning a type of discipline of how I approach life religiously for me. that other people would greatly benefit from it. And then I feel guilty from not practicing it and not presenting it to people to allow them to take the thing in it, to allow them to enjoy it, to allow them to engage in this beautiful art, this beautiful religion that I have, the hoarding about God, Goddess, and this great divinity. That's a fact. It's not fair to you. And this power that moves me, moves through all things. And it's just, and it's great, and it's wonderful, and it's something that should be shared. And I want to make it available to share with you guys. And so I will be doing more of that. I will have to be doing more of that, or my subconscious will be going, "You're not doing it right." Anyway, so yes. And it's funny because there's a science to it, and there is such a thing as religious science, and you can take that course. But yeah, this aspect of who and what we are. And I'd like to present my lifestyle and my discipline in a way that you can take it inclusively without the religious part. In many ways, that is witchcraft. In many ways, that is just a lifestyle, a wise one way. You know, it's instead of new age or a new word to it, it's just the way humans and living entities, beings, and just operate with or without just with or without our bodies. And it's deeply spiritual, but at the same time, it should be something that you can present and operate in the physical plane, the physical world, just through what we have here. And it should be applicable. That's where I'm like, this should be applicable to everyday person, to everyday individuals. This should work for everybody. And then you should be able to take out the spiritual aspect if you wish, and it should work on its own, and then it should work in everyday. Just, I mean, you shouldn't have to be. Well, the gurus probably don't think that it only works for gurus. I mean, spend, you know, 20 hours a day meditating, but I estimate that they do more than I'm figuratively saying that they might do, and then have it come back, you know, balance. But you should be able to find a way to live that works for you, for all of you, everybody. And in many different cultures. That's the other thing where I'm learning. Is it culturally diverse? So sometimes I wonder if our culture is toxic in a lot of ways. Like the dividing between financial tiers, religious sex, or through gender division. And I'm like, more of a divide. And as much as I say that the world is meant for those who are neurotypical, those who are diverse and think differently, we just think differently. We work differently. And what works for us is something vastly different than somebody who just does things the way that I believe our current social established way is. Not that it doesn't have its pros and cons. I'm sure it has lots of pros. I would like to incorporate a way that it can flourish for everybody. That's what I want. That's what I want for us. That's what I want. What I care about for all of us, as well as I care for myself. That is a lot to put in 25 minutes. That is a lot to process. For me, I've been working, processing on it for most of my life. This is stuff that I've sat down and developed inside my head, inside my soul, what I am. And I want to articulate it. I've been striving to articulate it to allow it to flourish in the ways that it should develop and flourish. And that's, in summary, where have I been? I've been mostly on the start, but I'm getting dopamine. And it needs to be in a healthier method, healthier dose. Gosh, so I'm like, I'm only gonna get on for an hour. 2 hours later. Mm-mm. That's not sustainable. That is not going to make it so that I can function. And yeah, everybody needs to function. So that is what I have been doing. And I'm sorry if that disappoints you. You are a wonderful soul. I mean, I really appreciate my viewers taking the time to watch the video. And if you've gotten through 20 some minutes of this video, I really appreciate it. I'm amazed. Currently, I don't have any viewers, but I like to talk about as if I did have viewers. Go through, I know some of my viewers go through health. And that is a big part of my whole life is establishing good health, mental, physical, emotional health. From that point, that right there, I have learned that you can pivot a lot of your points in your life, your family style life, your individual life, your personal life, your financial business, financial work, car, home, kids, your hobbies, your interests, your points in your life that you live. Right. Your health affects it all, and your lifestyle affects your health. That's been huge, is knowing what my life is, knowing what my lifestyle is, and knowing to get the most health out of it as a mother and as other, roles that I take on. And it doesn't define these roles. It's funny. Definitely persist, definitely. Um, Identity. I have struggled with identity, mostly because I don't think there are words out there yet for my identity. I don't identify as autism, but boy does autism identify with me. I thought it was obvious to some of y'all. I bet giving this goes. I wonder how long they'll notice that they think like this other part of the population. But we can't divide the population by this mainstream life versus this fringe comments. Fringe. It's what's on the outside. It's on the undiscovered. What's left of society. This fringy society where they're on their independently on their own because socially we're inept to some degree. Some spectrum function. We are. socially inept. I don't understand Susan. I really can't have to spell it out for me. Honestly, things don't really make sense. I'm learning more stuff, and so we're getting a healthier relationship with my fiance and I. So the stuff, we were like, as much as I've complained about him, as much as I've villainized him, no doubt, and I've villainized myself by villainizing him. So there's lots of people that are probably side fiance and side me, side lady Caren. Should not be divided, but we're trying to divide, and I can't believe still here. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get rid of you because I felt like I don't deserve him. I felt like he could do better. I felt like he pissed me off. But it's not him pissing me off. It's me being pissed off about things that occur. I'm learning that one. So I've had toxic. I was raised by a toxic parent who hasn't healed, who has been through trauma and drama, and they weren't given an environment or skills or things to navigate, and it poisoned me in a way. And so I have been learning how to heal, and part of that always affects a relationship in some way, I believe. If it doesn't, that is an interesting life. So for me, I was no doubt just as toxic as he was to me, but we had this great love. We got dependent on each other, and probably still got dependent on each other. But we're learning to be healthy for each other and for our loved ones, our lovely little geniuses. We're not little, they're just huge geniuses and little bodies who are growing their beautiful bodies. And that has been an interesting journey. Finding love. He's still here, but like the stubborn dude just got frustrated. I can't help but love him still, you know. And I think cases so many things. Probably not just love. Yeah, so it is him that I love. And he's still, and we've made it so far. We're probably institutionalized in some manner or not. I can't believe. But it is 7 o'clock by my time, and I would like to schedule. I'd like to, for me, I value my time, and I'd like to move in the movement of time, orchestrate my recipes, and it's way of timing. And for me, I have many interests, many parts of me that need to be addressed. So in the next video, I did not plan out the next video. I would love your suggestions. And when you comment, what it does is it helps the algorithm of YouTube figure out, hey, this is an actual person that's worth putting on YouTube. And I like, YouTube has been therapy for me, a form of therapy. It is not therapy in itself. It's not certified. It's not something that I recommend. This is great therapy. I have taken it as therapy. So I would like to continue my YouTube. I'd like, rather than just get spat all over YouTube, I'd like to interact and develop my YouTube presence and creator content for you and for me. I'd like to develop it. I've gotten to the point where I would like to develop a YouTube presence. Commenting would be great. And the thing that I would like you to comment, had you gotten down or you just get through and you've gotten to the end of this video, or you just listen to it, just to listen to a voice as you start your day, or start just the background voice. comments, because I know how valuable that can be, listening to somebody just talk in the background when you've been through trauma. So comment, give them the chance, give them the interaction. I'm asking you to comment, if you're able to, about what kind of video you want next. If not, you're going to get, and no porn links. That's no. I'm not doing that. I'm providing a community here. That's not the that is not the porn community. I'm so sorry, not here. I'm sure there's plenty of porn communities someplace else on YouTube, but not here. No. Um, but yeah. Comment. What kind of videos do you? What kind of subjects do you want me to talk about? I mean, we're all navigating through. Well, COVID's not really gone, but post-COVID pandemics and moving into the monkeypox pandemic. So yeah, we're moving into a lot of things. Yeah, as a thing, as a world that we share, and I'm sure that some of my viewers do better not in the country of US for some odd reason. I'm not US as friendly as I am, like say India or um, maybe Ukraine. Shout out to the people going through Ukraine, and my heart is with you. And you know, that probably doesn't have what's going on in Mexico and going on in the other parts of the world where we are going through our next interesting times. My heart is with you guys. So, you know, India, different parts of the country, different parts of the world are trying to move through a more spiritual and peaceful world. So trying to navigate crazy, and trying to do our best lives. Yeah. 4 minutes to conclude a video. I'm going to have to develop an intro to this video, to these videos, and I'm going to have to figure out how you do those on lives, like intro, and then like play live videos, and then like or play live. Yeah. So the content that subjects that you guys want to pick, I'd love for you guys to pick stuff. I believe you would enjoy it. I can ramble if that's your thing. If that's what you need your lady Caren to ramble, then I will ramble. I will ramble the best ramble that allows you to do mindless, horribly, devastatingly, mind-numbingly tasks, and to get through it all. And you can do it. You need more positivity. Yeah, but that through my crazy life. Taking care of the kids, getting into the school year. I might pick getting school year if you guys don't suggest something, and that's fine. Yeah. I love you guys. Love you guys. I hope you guys are well. And until the next video. There is something. The button. Keep it. There's the button.